guinea pigs collectively. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Bunch of slap-jawed faggots around here.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Here we are with another Monday, getting ready to start nibbling away. And of course, with that, of course, we know how it always works out, YouTube and their notification system. So guys, when you stop in, when you see us going live, be sure to go ahead and share it out, because YouTube ain't going to do it. And I mean, I know half the time I usually like to post this stuff on Twitter, but half the time it doesn't even seem to help. So today was one of those days where I said, the hell, I don't even think I'm going to post it today. And let's just see what happens. But of course, we are joined, as always, by Trina, as often as she can be here. Thank you for being here, Trina. And how are you doing?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing well. Happy Monday to everybody. Looking forward to a great stream with you guys.
We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. We're going to nibble, because that is what is most important here, that we nibble away at people. So YouTube, pull up your Depends and get ready to shit yourselves. And we are also joined by our good friend from the north. We are joined by Steve. What's up, Steve?
Well, me now. Let's let that. But yeah, doing well.
Awesome. So let's just get right into a nibbling topic of the day, because why not? Because that's exactly what we do here. We were sitting in the back and we were talking about the nonsense with Twitter and the rebranding of the name, and how some of us really do think it's stupid. I mean, I think it's dumb because you're taking something that is established, something that is established name and everybody knows it. Because when you talk about a lot of these social media sites, the first ones that are always going to jump up when people start talking about them, they're going to talk about Facebook. They're going to talk about Twitter, and then you're going to filter down to like Instagram and some of the other ones. But Twitter is always either the first or the second one that everybody's going to mention. So why do you want to take something that is established, change the name, and make it a little bit more difficult for people to find it?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't understand the rebranding. I don't understand how it's even necessary. It's, this has been, I was reading that Twitter became a thing back in 2006. Now, it didn't become popular till a little bit after, but that's a long time for an established, social media platform. So I'd like to know why he wanted to change it. I'd really like to know his reasoning on that, because I don't understand it.
It don't make any sense to me. Steve, your thoughts?
Not many. But I don't know. I think wait and see.
I definitely think it's a poor decision now. I mean, it's
puzzling, but I see people freaking out because they can now only do 600 tweets per day. I'm like, You didn't do that anyway.
Well, we were also discussing that. What's going on? Kurt Cobain, this channel blows my mind. It blows my mind sometimes too. It's amazing that we can actually get anything done with the way YouTube absolutely just hates guinea pigs. And speaking of guinea pigs, see, there goes Stripe, kind of, almost can kind of see him. But
this is the This is the Mexican border of guinea pig places.
They all got their own little cages.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. But here's the problem that a lot of people are discussing: whether or not scrolling through tweets actually counts as seeing posts, because it's pretty easy to scroll through a few thousand tweets, especially if you're starting off your day and you hit that home and it scrolls through all those tweets that have been posted all day long, so you can see something you want to see.
Yeah.
That I could see how that could be a problem.
I don't
Right.
think it will be, because when you scroll, you don't necessarily see the full tweet.
And that's actually a good point too. And it would be nice if Alon would clarify, because that is kind of ambiguous the way he worded that. At first, I took it as scrolling by, and I was like, damn, that can be like just one scroll through for someone who is following, like, say 500 to 1,000 people. That's wouldn't take long. But the more I think about it, that really doesn't make much sense. If it's that easy, it would probably be like clicking on the tweet and then reading it and interacting that way would probably be counted as reading. But
would hitting the heart and retweeting, I would think that would definitely be part of that.
That would definitely, that's definitely interaction.
How does that work if you, let's say you retweet something that has 5,000 comments? Does that mean 5,000, you interacted with 5,000 tweets?
No, it's every account is counted separately. So it would just be you would read that one tweet. That would just be one.
Okay.
That, I mean, I'm guessing, because like I said, he never clarified. So there's a lot of ambiguity around it. But just if we want to talk about the limiting in particular, I think that it's just a stupid move, because if you've got there's an incentive for people to pay for Twitter. It's, you've got preferential spot in the comment section of tweets, which means that your tweets are seen more and more often as well. So if you have, like, say you're trying to sell your comics or just anything like that, that's, you're going to be able to read and write more tweets. But what good is that if, your customer base isn't going to be able to see the same amount? So, like, you can put all the tweets you want, but there's a limit on who's reading them.
Well,
absolutely.
Another thing is if they'll count, the scrolling and stuff, people will start muting people, because they'll if you see tweets from the same 5 people tweeting like excessively, and they're using up your quota kind of, then people will mute them.
Yeah, absolutely. Because then you're only going to want to interact with certain accounts that seem relevant to you. So it's going to drive, and there's that leads into ad revenue. So that's going to drive ad revenue down as well. If you're muting accounts, I don't know how this makes money. I really don't.
Yeah, it's really going to kill the creative aspect of it. And real quick, let's say hi everybody that stopped in the chat, and then we're going to say hello to Drew, because Drew popped on. Jens is in the chat. What's up, Jens? I hope that you were doing well. If you want to stop in, you're always welcome. We got Drew in the chat and on the panel. What's up, Drew? Soul Assassin also in the house. Anyone else got that DMX song in their head too from seeing to it? X gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Sick of waiting for you to own. The pig's gonna give it to you. This in Future 11. What's going on? Papa Cotton also in the house. What up, Papa? Bad Tick Bojan in the house. Yeah. What's up? And what's up, Drew? How you doing, man?
Hey, my app hasn't even changed, dude. Like, it's still Twitter on my shit.
Yeah, on my app is the same as well.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys have tried to log in with a PC, because I do it obviously when I go to send the link out right here, because I can't do it from my phone. So when I went to open up my PC version of Twitter, the first thing it pops up is a blank screen with an X then it goes to Twitter.
Yep. Yeah. See, it hasn't changed like on my phone or anything like that. So it's just like whatever. It's still Twitter. So
Yeah, well, I think that most people, like who have been around for any length of time, are just gonna by default call it Twitter.
yeah.
It's just, it's like it's just what we've known it as.
Yeah, exactly, Trina. So I don't know. Yeah, it'll catch on as a fad for a while because people are gonna come back to see the changes and everything because they always do when there's new shit. But that's about it. I agree with what you said earlier. I mean, it's gonna have its time and then it's gonna fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy, Tina.
Hey, what's up, Jens?
Hey, Jens.
Yeah. Well, I had a bit of trouble with the link. The PC has trouble, it'll take the hotspot link and that, and then I've got internet. But then about 2 minutes later, the internet's gone off, and that's when I've got to log back on or reconnect to my phone I think it's because I've linked my phone up to my laptop, but I've only half linked it up because it wants to know all my messaging and all that. But I'm like, I don't want to be using my text messaging on my phone. And I think because I haven't done that, it has trouble. But yeah, talk about the Twitter though. Yeah, I heard that Elon Musk is wanting to change it to X. So that's going to be his brand. X. So everything that Elon Musk owns, I think he's wanting to change it to called X.
Yeah, because with SpaceX.
Yeah. So I think it's just the thingy changing. But that tweet though, where you're only allowed to read 6,000 tweets, was it, or 600, or something like that?
Yeah.
Apparently that was put in place because they was using AI to look at loads of people's tweets to get a algorithm going, and so Elon Musk wanted to stop this algorithm by only letting it read so many tweets.
Yeah.
Drew, I guess Drew had to drop out. Drew, thanks for stopping in for a minute. If you ever want to stop back in, anybody's welcome here for the most part. There's just a few assholes out there that are not allowed on, and they will feel my wrath before I boot them.
Yeah. Good to see you, Drew. Hope everything is going well. Yeah, Jens. Yeah, I guess there was something with data scraping. I don't even know what that means.
Well, I think it was something to do with some trend, it just get all your information and see what trends are I think it was something to do with trends and that, but it was just gathering loads of information. So it can deliver it to someone who can use that information. I think it was to use to sell stuff maybe, or and to see who's thinking which way and that, and so they can if say everyone's wanting a blue car, then they know, we can make blue cars, just keep making blue cars sort of thing. Well, obviously it was different than that.
Oh, there he goes, he's back.
Hey.
Well, yeah, I'm using my stupid phone right now, so bear with me because I fat fingered the button and kicked myself out.
Honestly, I've had a phone call and that where I've stuck it to my face and my cheeks ended the call.
I've done that.
Yeah. So, I had to get to that stage of just putting the earpiece to my phone and make sure none of that phone touches my face.
No, Time Prophet says that his has already changed to X in this browser. Like I said, when I log in on my PC, I see X for a moment, then it goes right to regular Twitter. You can only make 500 tweets. I only make 10 a day. Yeah, but I think anytime you like something, they're counting that as tweeting. Nelson, what's up, Nelson? Good to see you. Damn, Jens is sober and got the good coke today. His talking skills are superhuman compared to usual.
Yeah. Well, what we're talking
man.
about, look.
Well, it's good to see everybody. You know, it's like this is my first appearance in weeks because, yeah, my life has been pretty crazy. That's all I can really say about it publicly. I am working, so that's taken a lot of my time because I'm in a work routine now. But yeah, it's, oh my God. I could seriously, over about the past like 3-4 months, I could write a book and it's better than anything in Barnes and Noble right now.
No, I wouldn't say that. Well, I mean, technically, if you go on Barnes and Noble's webpage, you can see a Dig Outlaw's work. And
Well, yeah,
that's some pretty good shit, man. That's a high standard to sit there and call out, Drew. Shame on you.
well,
DJ Ronnie G, what's going on? Good afternoon, pigs and friends. Monotony also in the house. Okay, floor's back to you, Drew.
well, it's just
you
put
should
it
have
this.
said, you should have said it is 99% is crap.
No, well, it's based on real life, and trust me, if I wrote a book about this shit, it would just blow people's minds. It's been crazy. So, you know, things are going on a fairly decent track right now. I will say that. You know, I just don't want to throw all the details out publicly, but yeah, things are going on a decent track as far as getting things back together. So, you know, I'm just working on me.
Well, it's good that it's going in a good direction. So that's important, and I'm glad to hear that you're working. I hope you like what you're doing.
Oh yeah. So my job, I actually I work for a company that does all the traffic control for construction zones. So you know, you actually have to get a certification for it and all that. So so yeah, it's a fun job. It pays pretty decent, and you know, I'm getting 40+ hours a week, so I can't complain about that.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. And I work 7 to 3, so that's even better.
All right. So so do you work weekends as well, or is it like Monday through Friday?
No, Monday through Friday. We can work Saturdays if we want, but you know, I mean, I take a couple days to decompress and come back Monday.
That's actually a really good schedule. You get the evenings and weekends off. That's pretty good.
Hell yeah. You know, I'm not complaining about that. You know, I mean, my living situation could be better, but I'm also not going to complain about that. So for the people that watch Resistance, I'm staying with Will right now. Shout out to Will, but yeah. After a while, I hope that changes. No offense to him.
Well, I'm sure after a while we'll be able to, you know, change things as you know, save money and time goes by and all that.
Yeah, it will. It's just going to take a minute, but it'll be all right.
What a hard time to save money, though.
Well,
yeah.
With the economy the way it is, guys, yeah, it is hard as fuck to save money right now, but you know.
Now, Soul Assassin wants to know, are you making a manga?
No. You know, it almost might be easier to do it that way, but no. You know, I'll probably sit down and start writing it because, like, oh, the whole story is just a crazy roller coaster shit show, and I mean, it would read like somebody staring at a car wreck. You wouldn't be able to put it down.
Yeah.
Warlock the Destroyer. Oh boy.
Gorlock wants to hear your story, Drew.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put it out there for public consumption yet.
Yeah.
You're having too much fun. You're having too much fun staying here with me.
Oh, hi, Will.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't
What's up,
call it
Will?
fun.
What's up, everybody?
Is Will in the well again?
No, not in mine.
Yeah.
What
But
you got? What
he
you
is
got here, Jens?
he is in the well. He's like the what was that kid that was in that bubble,
Baby,
Trina?
oh no, I was thinking baby.
Yeah, he's a bubble boy.
Yeah, it
Wait,
was
wait. Are you
John
calling me
Travolta.
fat again?
Well, that goes without saying.
What was that, Jens?
It was John Travolta, Bubble Boy. But yeah, I'm just showing you like on my Twitter, even though to log on, you're still logging on to Twitter, but yeah, it's got that X up and
Yeah.
that. So yeah, they've changed on mine. And there was that thingy I was like looking at where it was help your legs sort of thing. Some kind of like foot massage thing. But I like the board because even if it doesn't work,
What are you doing?
look at like the board. Oh yeah, I don't think it has got LED lights, but it looks like it's got LED lights.
Gorlock have foot pain from being too sexy.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's
All
called,
right. So Jens is saying he wants this for his birthday.
yeah. Reduce fatigue, stress, fat, and celiac using acupuncture point feet massage. This massage foot mat will work as a pain relief and increase circulation, anti-swelling, and more.
What will it do for Sugarfoot if Gorlock lose foot from diabetes?
No.
I tell you what. Every time I look at these things, you know what? The first thing pops into my head. Don't you believe it?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember seeing tons of these damn things growing up, from the ab flex to the shake weight, you name it. I've seen every last one of these retarded concepts that do absolutely jack shit.
Well, the shake weight does whack. It just makes you look like a cunt.
It makes you look like you're whacking somebody off. That's why that girl shaking the weight is in my toy segment.
Yeah,
It's just retarded.
But the real good is just looks a bit strange.
Just go out and walk in. Don't be lazy.
Gorlock took walk but got tired after 10 steps.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Won't get rid of the fat sitting on your arse. What's going on, small time republic? Scientologists love it. It gets rid of all the beatings. Oh, end up in the attic after 2 weeks. It'll end up at a Goodwill.
Yeah.
It gave us many good memes. It did, but it did absolutely jack and shit. Only thing worse, I would say, was the Adflex. So many people bought into that. Good God, even my father had one of those stupid things when I was cleaning out his house. I found one, and I just sat there laughing for like 15 minutes looking at it.
Amplex scam. Gorlock break one on 2 pumps.
Fucking shake weight.
Yeah.
Amplex. Gorlock break. And then Gorlock eat 5 cheeseburgers.
I'll tell you what, the people who buy into that stuff all the time, I got one question to ask.
Are you high?
Because you need to be to buy into that bullshit. Yeah, best advice, eat less cake.
No! Gorlock eat all the cake! Gorlock stay
less
fatty.
cake, fatty.
Oh! You said F word, Gorlock triggered! Gorlock can't even!
Yeah. He's already Gorlock. Calm down. Breathe easy. Breathe easy.
They can't. They're that big, they can't. There's just too much. But yeah, I mean that shit with Twitter, I think it's going to cause him a lot more problems than it's actually going to help him. And I understand that he's trying to do things to actually make it so people can make money, but overall, he's looking for a way to stabilize that company, and so it's not a sinkhole, because that's really what it is for him right now. It's losing money. So I get what he's trying to do. I just don't think he's going about it the right way. And I still think he has a lot of idiots working at Twitter. Because, I mean, how many accounts have we seen either banned or just flat out just eliminated over the past few months, ever since he put that new CEO in charge?
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be like a thing until they also figure out how to streamline the monetized content. I mean, because what are you gonna do? Have monetized Twitter Spaces? Do monetized video? What exactly is it all gonna be? I mean, because they haven't really gone into too many specifics from what I've seen. So
Well,
Papa
did you
Cotton,
see?
Papa Cotton, any girl with a shake weight won't stop till you're done. It's just science. Oh, go ahead, Trina. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, that threw me off track. So, did you guys see the latest? I think it was, yeah, this was yesterday. Linda Yaccarino wrote about like what they have, basically what like their plans are for the future with as far as X goes.
I didn't see it.
Okay, I could share it instead of I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather share it than just reading it to you guys. Hold on. Let me get it.
Share cake, or like what?
No cake for Fatty.
No, don't trigger her.
Gorlak eat pan the cake is in too.
That's hard to read, isn't it? I don't know how to make it any bigger.
An exceptionally rare thing in
Yeah,
life
that's
or
what she
business that
said.
you get a second chance to make another big impression. Twitter made one massive impression and changed the way we communicate. Now, X will go further, transforming the global town square. X is the future state of unlimited interactivity, centered in audio, video, messaging, payments, banking, creating a global marketplace for ideas, goods, services, and opportunities powered by AI. I hate that shit. X will connect us all in ways we're just beginning to imagine. See, that's one of the things I can't stand. I can't stand this push for AI because I don't trust shit like that. When things are controlled entirely by computers and there's no human element to it anymore, there is more room for problems than you could ever possibly imagine.
no, yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't Musk warn against AI for quite a while now? And then he implements AI himself.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, that's right. He did.
No, I think what Musk was warning was the sort of like dangers of AI if you like don't regulate it. Because I think Musk, but it's one of them where it's easier said than done. He wants it to be sort of like where I think you can't sort of like you misuse it. He wants AI to be like used for good, and that where he knows it is going to get misused, and so.
Here's the problem, though. If you're going to implement AI, you need oversight for that stuff. And I do not think that they're going to have much oversight.
Well, dude, what kind of oversight will there be? More people from that are friendly or in the World Economic Forum. I mean, that tweet actually really like set off alarm bells for me. I don't like that global speak.
Right, especially when they're saying that your banking is going to be tied. Like Time Profit says, hey man, I'm going to be doing all my banking on Twitter now. I do not like that idea. I hate when all these apps get all these, they get all these permissions. to be able to get into your everyday life.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough that we already have this shit now with Google, Twitter, and all these other ones that are so interconnected. If you look at one thing on Google or look on one thing on Twitter, it's going to show up on the other one. There's been times when somebody has shared a picture of, I don't know, let's just say it's a transformer, because why not pop a drink? And I'll go off of Twitter and I'll look on Google just to see which news articles are out there. And all of a sudden it'll pop up in my feed. Oh, this Transformers for sale on this site. Well, why is it suddenly popping that one up that I was just looking at on Twitter? Because they're all interconnected. That is bad enough as it is already. But now if these companies all are going to be getting your banking information too, that just really compounds the problem. Because now all of a sudden one glitch somewhere in the system and you find all your money is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Nigel Farage, he had his bank account closed down, and it was basically just because he was like with Trump and was part of Brexit.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they don't say that though. The banks, they're like claimed, because the bank he banks with, I think you've got to have £1 million or more to bank there, and they said like he didn't have $1 million or some, and so they had to close his account when he did. And yeah, but there was a bit of complaints in that, and so because everyone like who's not a crazy leftist knows that is too crazy. These just had his bank closed for no reason and that, and so yeah, I think he's going to another bank in that sort of thing.
If X gonna give it to you, does that mean you give Gorlak cheesecake?
Yeah, fill you with all the cheesecake you want, darling.
Yay,
I think
Gorlak
that's the problem.
trends.
That's the problem. Look at that thing. Way too many cheesecakes. Probably those raspberry cheesecakes too.
Gorlak's blood type is cheesecake.
Gorlak's a 10 out of 10, so Gorlak can eat as many cheesecakes as she
Yes. Gorlak, sexy trans woman.
More like a 10 times 10 because that's how much it weighs. Soul Assassin says one way to control someone is by their bank accounts. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pop says you don't trust banks either. You know what? I understand that to a degree. There was a long time I couldn't even have a bank account because of shit that was going on with an ex-wife of mine running me through the ringer in Jersey with child support. Even though I was already paying, still took me through the child support system anyway. It absolutely freaking tried to destroy me. But for the longest time, I couldn't even have a bank account because they would just strip the damn money out of the account and I would have nothing. Both the BBC and bank accounts have just apologized to Nigel Farage.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of a backlash because even like Piers Morgan was on his side, but Piers Morgan, he's just a centrist, like to the left, but and so like he's like, oh yeah, he might not agree with Nigel Farage's politics and that because he's a lefty. But he's like, yeah, but we can't just close his bank account. That's too far. Because he was like saying, even if it had been someone on the left and that, some crazy like leftist, like you can't just close the bank accounts because it means like got nowhere to like trade and that.
Right there, yeah, that's the same, Drew. Same.
If you having financial problems, you get job as wrecking ball like Gorlak did. Gorlak worked good demolitions.
Yeah, you smashed it, didn't you?
Yes, they tied Gorlak to string. Smash Gorlak against buildings. Cheesecake, give me power.
My God, Nelson. My God. Yeah, Soul Assassin. Yeah, right. But here's the problem with that. Normally, that probably wouldn't be a problem, but it's going to buy all the shit that I don't want to see, like Rise of the Beast. That's what's going to happen. And I don't want that to happen. Oh. No. He sounds Italian.
Gorlak born in pod under bridge.
I know you said when you're going to bring the pigs out. Well, the pigs are kind of out. Stripe is sitting there. But unfortunately, Rorschach is too lazy to come out. He's laying under his ledge. Probably just make out his nose under the gray ledge on the other cage. They're having a lazy day, so that's what the pigs do. They get lazy. I can't say I blame them. If I could just like lay around like that all day too, I probably would. Unfortunately, I got things to do.
Gorlak get kicked out of 4-H because she eat entire pigs supposed to take care of. Pig delicious.
The large condom for a guinea pig. What? What do you got here, Jens?
Oh yeah, talking about the ab maker and that. Yeah, I thought, oh yeah, I just show the people just in case they didn't know what it was and that. And you're right, they are for women, because if you can't do sit-ups on a like multi-gym and that at like a 40-degree angle, then yeah, that's cheating. Even though Bruce Lee used to use that, but that was after he did his sit-ups. So, but yeah,
these type of things have been around for quite some time.
Yeah,
in one form or another, you know, with the electrical current of some sort, being able to try to stimulate the muscles is just.
Yeah, that's not going to work because that's not getting deep into the muscle enough to actually exercise your muscle. That's like, no, it's a gimmick.
No, they don't work. What it is
that's not going to give you abs, dude. That's not going to give you abs.
No, they do, because what it is
no, they don't.
No, they do, because it's an electric charge that like makes you tense up your muscles, because it like puts and so like if you're wearing it and you're supposed to like turn up the electric charge, the more sort of like better your abs are, but like it does is, but you can really all it is just tensing your abs or tensing your muscles, so you could save yourself money by just tensing them. But that's why they're done for lazy people who can't be asked to tense them.
You know what? It doesn't work. And here, I'm going to explain why it doesn't work. Because I have not seen a lot of people that got struck by lightning in physical shape. I'm sorry, it just doesn't happen. And you don't get any bigger of an electrical charge than a bolt of lightning.
Yeah.
Well, you got a bit of a point there, Tommy, but you've got to slowly apply the charge. One big charge applied in 2 seconds is not going to work. It's got to be slowly applied.
Well, how come people ain't plugging into their light switches then? You know, just like sticking a fork like for a couple minutes a day into one of the outlets, you know?
Well, basically, that is what it's doing, but it has them little pads that you put on muscle points.
Yeah, okay, dude, here's what's happening. That is like a TENS unit. That is not getting deep enough into the muscle to give you abs.
No, it does.
Well, yeah.
Like, do it for like ages.
No,
it's like you can't.
No, Jens is right. Because I pissed on an electrical fence once, and it did make my dick stronger over time. Jens is spot on.
Yes, but Gorlak put that thing on her triple chin, and it leave it on for 2 hours, it not work, and Gorlak have to eat cheesecake through straw for 3 weeks. Couldn't move jaw.
Yeah, well, like, unfortunately, I think you had it on too high of a fucking charge at the time.
I think Soul Assassin is questioning your masculinity, Arians. He says, "Stop being lazy."
It's not. I don't wear them. If you watch my stream, fucking last week, which I'll be doing one tomorrow, I'm showing people how to lift weights and do sit-ups. I'm doing it. I'm showing the things.
Yes.
You
Gorlak like. It was very sexy. Thank you, Jens.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced, Jens. I'm just not convinced.
What about me?
I think you're sitting outside with a car battery doing all this stuff now. I'm starting to really question things here.
Well, as long as it gets results, I ain't gonna be bothered. But hey, I'll bring it up where I was like really pounding some like iron.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Gorlak like masculine action, but masculine men know like Gorlak. Gorlak's sad.
Yeah.
Okay, Jens, here's what I want you to do. Instead of doing any kind of like ab exercises, any crunches or anything like that, I want you to just use one of those really expensive TENS units that they sell as ab exercisers and see how long it takes you to get abs from that.
No, better yet, don't buy one of those 10 U's. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go out to like the cheap dollar store that you can find, buy a whole ass load of 9-volt batteries and just clip them all over your body. And then just douse yourself in water.
Yeah, well I could do that. But I've already got abs. Like I did like 30 sit-ups like last week, and it's pretty much give me the abs. There was like a 40 degree decline though, and that's why I only have to do 30. It was like I did 100.
Time Prophet, it's not going to count unless he has that little lip snarl thing. I'm not going to buy it. I want to see the lip like freaking curling up. I saw a lady put those electric shock pads on her face. Keeps the face muscles tight as much as they give you abs. Oh no, it's funny to watch though.
Yeah.
What's up, Cowboy? Good to see you.
There was a Jackass episode where someone stuck it on the gooch, between the ball sack and the arsehole, and then turned it on real full.
What do you guys call that?
Gooch.
Yeah.
Gooch?
I mean, Gorlak, no, Gorlak woman.
Yeah, right in the gooch.
Okay, we call that a taint.
Well,
Taint quite sure. Never mind.
Taint yorn.
Gooch is way better.
Because I forget who they did it to, but he was screaming, which it would be.
I was watching one thing where they were talking about if you kick a guy, there is a very good possibility that they'll shit on themselves.
Well, I mean,
getting kicked hard.
It's an excellent excuse, though. You could just shit yourself and then claim someone kicked you in the gooch.
Well, I reckon getting kicked hard anywhere could make you shit yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you haven't had a proper beating unless you shit yourself.
Gorlak got kicked out of Dunkin' Donuts.
Why are you watching dudes sticking stuff on their Gucci ends? Not kink shaming, just confused.
Jackass! It was done worse. Thingy was the craziest one where I forget his name, but he was one who used to do Party Boy and that. And he tied a bottle rocket to his penis.
Chris Pontius.
Yeah, he had his penis bandaged up like a mummy, so they could get away with it. And in the beginning of the last Jackass, you see his balls and cock because he uses it as a little dinosaur, sort of miniature.
What? Godzilla.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's like a Godzilla cameo.
What?
Yeah, and so they film it miniature and that, but when they use the special effects, it looks like it's massive and tearing down buildings and all this shit.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Well, it won't me on that because I don't do it. That Jackass, which I think they would, because what's his name? The leader of Jackass, sort of thing. Johnny
Knoxville.
Yeah, Johnny Knoxville. He has sort of retired basically because of the stunt in that film where a bull sort of just charges him and knocks him up about 10 feet in the air, and he's spinning around, lands on the floor, unconscious.
Time Prophet is very worried about you. He thinks that you will be watching Barbie next. Fucking hell. And Papa says that's where working out with shake weight leads.
Jens,
Talk about the
Jens going
Barbie
to
film, right?
yes, Jens going to watch Barbie film and say worst action film ever.
Oh yeah, look. After I've heard of like what the storyline is, I might go watch that because I know there's going to be a lot of females wanting cock or needing it anyway.
You
And
know,
they got no
I
pen at
question.
home.
Oh, we got Vinny here with us. I question anybody that goes out and watches the Barbie movie. If you're a guy, that is just like a little bit beyond strange to me. And the excuses people give to go watch it is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you know what? Considering all the things that you could go out and watch, I'm not saying Sounds of Freedom or anything, but it is a good possibility you could probably just go out and watch Sound of Freedom instead of watching the Barbie movie. I'm just saying. You sound a little bit non-masculine when you say, "I'm going to go watch the Barbie movie and I'm going to review it and I'm going to talk about it for 2 or 3 weeks." Like, who cares, guy? Who cares? Do you spend that much time in the toy aisle looking for Barbies too? I bet you do.
Sound of Freedom, all QAnon lies. Yes, Gorlak woke.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Son of a bitch, that's it.
What's
up, Vinny?
Oh shit! Hello, everyone.
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah,
Well,
Hi.
You
what do
have
you think about
guys
the
now
Barbie
watching
movie,
Barbie
though?
instead of Mission Impossible.
Yeah, well, if like say they did a Barbie movie that wasn't woke and that, then you know that there'd be like dudes saying, "Oh, it was a great movie. I love Barbie," where Erin Ken did their perfect dream house.
I don't understand a goddamn word he just said.
Try crack.
Yeah.
Hi, Jens.
Well, because I'm talking about the Barbie movie, which is good you don't understand because you don't want to be fucking getting into the Barbie movie.
Nobody wants to get into the Barbie movie. That's
Yeah.
for shills and people who want to give money to the machine. Scumbags.
Yeah.
The Time Prophet says he would rather put Yen's electrodes on his genitals than watch Barbie.
Gorlak will finger blast Margot Robbie and destroy her.
Right, Cows Hoy, completely agree. It's either Sound of Freedom or Mission Impossible. No other movies matter.
Is Gorlak the new Barbie? I see a little bit of pink in that avatar.
Yes, Gorlak have evil laser eyes. Destroy Margot Robbie. Get Hunky Ken as Barbie's yes, Gorlak be new Barbie. Get Hunky Ken. Steal him. Eat cheesecake with him.
Gorlak was third choice for Barbie after what was her name? Okay. I forget her name. She's supposed to be a comedian.
Well, we got a comedian in the chat. We got a Soul Assassin right here, and I think that this one qualifies. This does feel like a drive-by comment.
Car is that coming up? Creep. Drive by.
You could save your money and do something else with your time, like watching dudes play with their gooches. Hey, Jens?
Jackass. Thinking was even worse. Danny Sanchez. Well, that was more disgusting.
You know what needs to be a thing? Gucci Mama.
Drew says he doesn't need a stunt cock, but he does need a fluffer, I heard. Oh,
Jesus.
God damn it.
Get your pick at Geeks and Gamers. They'll do anything for $1.
Gorlak not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers.
Oh, shit.
Rorschach is still sleeping. Rorschach, you lazy bastard.
He was a part.
Unbelievable. Pigs are so lazy today, man. It's unbelievable. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something since we're all here. So I was digging through the Super 8s. I should have blew it up first.
Son of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the comedy in it. You want to do full screen, Tommy, because it's a bit small.
Yeah, I know, but I can't reach over
I got
and
you.
grab that at the same time.
There you go.
Cool.
Oh, damn. Where did you find
I
that?
got that one. And all the stuff that I brought back from my dad's house. I also have this on Super 8.
It's frozen on my end.
Yeah.
And
Frozen here.
great films. And then I got The Mummy.
Yeah, I'm still just seeing the Son of Frankenstein.
Yeah, we're stuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorlak, destroy you, CenturyLink.
Did it come back up now?
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Let me blow it back up.
Oh wow, that's cool.
awesome.
Yeah, Boris Karloff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And see, as long as the camera's cooperating.
No, it's frozen again.
Did it really?
Turn it off and turn it back on again.
On. Now it's just spinning. Oh, there we go.
It's just on the Mummy still.
Frozen on the Mummy. Yep.
Yeah. That in CenturyLink. They drive me nuts with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody was like, "Oh, well, why don't you do more things with a camera?" That's exactly why. What's that?
Well,
They look so much better when they're not in the microwave. The pigs don't go in the microwave. You kicked yourself again, Jen? I mean, Drew. Jesus. I want to say Jens now because Jens keeps talking about gooches, and I think he wants to kick himself.
Oh.
Arnold Jackson's boy was called a gooch.
It's jackass. That's what happens when you're like a few crazy, like drunk fuck lads around with no beds. You just start like tying things to your gooch and putting things there, and then like thinking having someone like getting
What?
where the crazy out they? Oh, like the one where it's the hand. Well, it's in an office, but there's a big, massive like spring that's on like tied to this hand that like the abbot figured. So when someone walks in, it just smashes them right back, and that like real funny that one.
Well, he don't know talking good like me and you, so his vocabularistics is limited.
Gorlak have
Pop back up in the chat.
Gorlak have biggest gooch of all. Soon, Gorlak get cock and balls turned into Lapia bonus hole. Can't say vagina anymore. It not politically correct. Must call it bonus hole.
Are you high?
Jens does what when women aren't around? You know what, Castaway? I couldn't agree with you anymore on that. Disney means nothing but failure, and just watching them go down the drain. I've got only one thing to say to them. Because that's exactly what I think about that.
Yep, that's about right.
Indiana Jones 5.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's about right.
What's up, Luffy? Good to see you, man. Jackass was too redneck and stupid. In England, they had a similar show called Balls of Steel that was far superior.
No,
Wow.
Lucius has got no. Balls of Steel wasn't like Jackass. Balls of Steel was more like Candid Camera, where they set things up. But it was Dirty Sanchez, which was like Jackass, where they do like discussing. Oh, real funny on Dirty Sanchez one.
Well, both
Right.
those titles sound better than Jackass anyway.
Right?
In that Dirty Sanchez, they got one of these dudes to like go in this ice like river, and so like he didn't really want to go in that, and so like they put him on this sledge and like sledged him in, sort of thing. Well, as he gets in, the ice shock just gets him, and you see him like like panicking and that. He's in ice shock, and then he gets out, like.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Gorlak have cameo in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Gorlak was Boulder that chased Indiana Jones.
So I'm kind of curious here, Jens. How much time did you spend watching Dirty Sanchez?
I think I watched the season or so because I think it lasted about 3 seasons. And what it was disgusting though, because one of them is
right is disgusting. You know what a Dirty Sanchez is? Damn
no,
Jesus Christ.
Luckily, I don't because I don't hang around them places. But anyway,
oh my God,
one of them, right? Is sort of sort of favorite trick was to snort anything. So it'd snort ashtrays and what's that paste that's real hot,
the gooch?
No, it's in Mexican restaurants and that.
oh my God, ghost pepper.
Wasabi.
Yeah, that's it. Wasabi. They snort daft things like that.
Wasabi
is actually Japanese though.
All right then, yeah. Well,
chili, chili powder or something.
Yeah.
Real quick. What's up, ETEP?
What's up, ETEP?
Outside, be there. No problem.
Oh my God. Steve, Trina, Vinny, Tommy, I miss you guys. God, I miss being in a social arena with my people. I do.
You missed the handicaps, huh?
Well, I just miss my people, period, dude. I've been really in a fucked up situation, Vinny. I'll tell you later.
Did you say you missed your period?
Oh, I miss my people.
I hope everything works out.
I miss my people, Tommy.
Oh, I thought you said you missed your period because I was like, you don't want a kid right now.
I thought he said he missed people with his period.
Gorlak missed period this month. Might be pregnant with cheesecakes, baby.
Jesus Christ. Oh, this is what I come back to.
This is one of the wildest Nibbling streams that we've had.
I don't know. It's just normal degeneracy to me every time you get this group of people together.
I came in real late, so I don't know fully what the hell was going on.
Yes,
ask anybody when they get in a conversation with me for any amount of time, anything could wind up being said. Papa Cotton with a pro tip. You could do the slippery Sanchez to girls, and it's a lot less gay and disgusting.
True. Hey, Vinny, listen. If you're coming late, they do have that new Blue Chew stuff.
Have you guys seen?
I have no problem in that area, pal.
Have you guys seen the Spider-Man move?
What, Stick?
Yeah, the Spider-Man move.
No, I watched the first 10 minutes and it was all Spider-Gwen, and I was like,
No, it's a sex thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, if you're pounding away from behind, right, and you pull out, and you do the spell in your hand, and then when the woman turns around and goes, "Where'd you go?" You take your 2 middle fingers and flick the load at her face and go, "Spider-Man."
Jesus Christ!
You ever hear of Alabama Hot Pocket?
God.
Oh, God.
That's when you poop. You poop in the hole of your choice, and then you put your penis in it.
Dude,
what
Yeah.
This is Zack Snyder. I have no affiliation with this stream.
And then the lady will go, "Oh, he webbed me."
I just want to make that clear.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah. Doc Cock sends his regards, and then you do Spider-Man.
Gorlak have feminine penis.
Oh, God.
Gorlak has beautiful fucking feminine female cock.
I don't understand how it went so wrong.
Dude.
I feel you, ETEP. What the fuck?
This is a fucking dead
I
silence.
thought this was supposed to be an educational show, so
Ethan, I'm just as confused on this one.
Yeah, Scorlack teach you what Alabama Hot Pocket is.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh my god.
No, please
Yeah,
don't.
like really, like what didn't Amy Schumer steal?
Alabama Hot Pocket sounds relative.
People in Alabama do it with their relatives.
Mhm.
That's what he means.
No, that's West Virginia.
It's a lot of
That just sounds nasty. That just sounds absolutely nasty.
You know, that's why there's a double meaning to country roads take me home.
To the place I belong.
They should do like a rap version of called "Take Me Homie."
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Where? Did I miss him?
Oh, dude. I need Jesus
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
This whole stream
Yes. I love that part in History of the World.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
Jesus. Yes.
Nothing.
Wait.
What? Jesus.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
So Stig Kenobi say country roads take me home is a way of saying have anal sex with your relative in the country. That way you don't get them pregnant. Drive up dirt road.
Yes.
Yay, Gorlak, get it.
My lord. Where did it all go wrong?
I don't know. I'm ready to change my screen name so that way when people see this stream, there would be
Imagine,
no affiliation.
Imagine a dyslexic person singing that song though, and go, "Take Me Homo."
That sounds like somebody else we might know.
Jesus Christ. This stream is
My
enough to...
prophet said that this is the clearest your mic has sounded.
Yeah, as I'm using my fucking phone, but listen, I'm telling you right now, this stream is enough to make me go fucking celibate. Jesus Christ.
He's like, from a moment ago, I missed all you guys. So yeah, fuck you, bitches. I'm out.
What the hell did I stumble into? Okay, here. I'm going to show you as long as the camera cooperates. But I'll show you what I've been up to. So this is what I've been up to. Working on these diorama pieces.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, nice. Nice job, dude.
Yeah, I thought you did like a keyboard. I thought you did your own keyboard.
No. See, and I've been working on the brick wall that's an accompanying piece.
Right.
Yeah. You need to have a glory hole in the wall.
No, that's the wrong stream, Steve.
The thing?
Yeah,
I know
put a glory hole in it. You can have a lot
this
of
is more
fun with that.
respectable. This stream.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Make glory hole for Gorlak. Gorlak devour.
Oh, Jesus.
You want to share that, Tommy?
What do you got here?
That Dirty Sanchez. Just so people don't. Yeah. Look, it was that's the four of them. Where the little one, he used to get hit all the time and beaten up, and I'm just seeing what a Dirty Sanchez is, because if you see the right bottom picture, the middle bottom picture is it's when you get chocolate on your top lip.
Yeah, but it's not chocolate.
Is that's what Jens calls it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a flat Snickers bar.
Stig speaks better English than Jens, and Jens English your first language, not first language for Stig. That funny.
Yes,
obviously.
I wasn't speaking
no,
in
soul
upper
assassins.
class English.
Put a gooch hole in for our good buddy Jens. No.
Oh god. Listen. All right. Fuck, I can't even concentrate. All right. So I'm thinking tomorrow is going to be a good time to bring back United Resistance. So,
Okay.
just saying.
Sounds good.
Why tomorrow?
Because it's Tuesday.
Oh, I thought it was like an anniversary thing or something.
No, it's Tuesday. It's the usual day, but it's about time. You know, I've been away far too long.
Yeah, you kind of get you kind of got yourself in a groove by trying to do it every single week, and then when you step out of the groove for a while to kind of reset and refocus, it actually winds up being harder to get back into that groove than most people realize. And I ran through that when I had to go up there and take care of everything when my dad passed away. It took me a hot minute before I could get back into a groove again.
Well, it is, Tommy, and there's so much shit happening that I just need to get back into what's going on and start doing what I do best again. I mean, that's the thing, and I've missed everybody too, because right now information is going to be key.
Mm-hmm.
So
things are getting more and more fucking crazy out there.
Well, you ain't kidding, buddy. You are not kidding.
Well, at least now you know how to do the Spider-Man.
I know, Steve. I know.
You break that down in your stream tomorrow.
No.
All right.
Swinging from building to building.
That's going to be in Drew's manga that's coming up. He's going to put in Barnes and Nobles how he got his groove back.
Oh, that reminds me. Do you know how to make an anime girl laugh?
What's that?
It takes tentacles.
Oh my god! Nice, Steve. Nice.
Probably the cleanest joke he said all night.
No, well, I'm gonna jet. I gotta get some dinner rolling here, so I will talk to you guys soon. It was nice seeing everybody in the chat. Tommy, thank you for letting me be on the panel. And it's great to catch up with you guys. Great to see you guys. I hope everybody's been doing okay. And I'll start reaching out individually. I'll talk to you guys offline about what's happening.
All right. Well, thanks for being here, Drew. And yeah, hope things work out. And we'll wait to hear from you guys. Drew should be running it tomorrow, so stay tuned. See if United Resistance is going to happen, and swing on by and say hi.
Yep, United Resistance, 6:55 p.m. We'll be on at the normal time because I should be home by about 3:30. So we'll get some topics together and get rolling tomorrow.
Awesome.
All right,
All right,
talk to you later, Drew.
Bye,
giant
there
dong
you
man.
guys.
Have a good night.
Much love. I'll talk to you soon.
Don't fuck this up, Mitchell!
I don't know. I felt that was necessary.
It was.
But does anybody did you guys want to hit on any of the other topics that are going on right now, or because I've seen some weird shit like scrolling through the news feeds today, like some of the weird shit that they're talking about.
Woke cults say Asian people no longer BIPOC, people of color. Woke cults say they white adjacent.
They've been saying that for years.
Yeah.
Oh, Gorlak just find out.
Well, what were the topics you did hit today? Did you talk about that? We were talking about Twitter and the name change and that kind of shit. That's what we started off with. Because most of us just are under the same opinion that it's ridiculous to change the name at this point, especially something that's established as well as Twitter is. It just makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, it sounds like a porn site now.
I think if anything, it's probably going to confuse some people, especially like people that have been away for a while and maybe they stumble across and like, what the hell is that? Never heard of it before, and just
Yeah, like and I think. Like we covered earlier, I honestly think the worst part is the whole limiting reach thing with, like if you don't pay for Twitter, you can only read a certain amount of tweets. Like I think that actually really screws the people that are, like Chris Fisk, for example, he relies on that reach to sell his books and stuff, and a lot of other people subscribe to Twitter Blue for the same reason, and now, you know, with people not being able to read as many tweets, that you know, limits the amount of people that they can reach as customers.
But I never. They were limiting how many things you could see and you could read.
Yeah, if you don't pay for Twitter, it's, I think the limit is like 800 tweets a day. And then new accounts, it's less. And then that, yeah, it's yeah, I thought it was going to be temporary, but it seems like it's sticking around.
Oh, that's terrible.
Still a lot, though. 800 tweets.
It is, but like I said, it's, you know, like
for us people who are we're using it for marketing purposes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Papa Colin.
Yeah, right. Absolutely, Papa. It limits how many people I can offend. That is a problem.
That too.
Well, yeah, and it's, you know, like if you're trying to get the truth out to people, you know, like you're independent journalists or whatever, it limits your reach as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, I really don't see it affecting the people that you don't want to see that pop up into your feed nonstop.
I know.
Yeah. Even muting doesn't help.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And well, it's just like some of the Disney shit. I blocked every time like something Disney pops up in my feed, I block it. And then other people like retweet it, and then it still kind of partially pops up. Like, I don't want to see this shit. What was the point of me blocking it? And blocking Disney Corporation, damn near every freaking arm and division that they have out there putting stuff on Twitter. What was the point of me blocking it if it's still going to pop up in my feed? It makes absolutely zero fucking sense.
I think you have to block words as well.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that one thing that has really cut down on the amount of Disney stuff I see in my feed is I block the word Disney and other stuff that I didn't want to see anymore. And that really did make a difference.
You know what's kind of annoying is if you mute someone and then some fucker tags you with the person you muted. So it's like it's no escape.
Yeah,
I hear you, Luffy. I hear you. But I mean, the thing is, whether you like it or not, Twitter is a known name. You know, it's known. It's like when people think of social media sites, they think of Facebook, they think of Twitter, that they, you know, they think of stuff like that, and then like Instagram and whatever. But you know, I just don't see how it's really going to help the platform at all, especially when you still have problems with people that are sitting in there that are obviously of the agenda narrative and are banning people, or you know, they're getting offended.
Yeah.
And they're saying, well, I just had something like that with Heels Up Harris, where I posted something really good on their feed, and they got so offended that they hid my reply because I really struck a nerve with it, and it was a good one too. I don't remember which one it was because I throw so many back at them per day, but it was a good one, and it upset them. They were all up in their fifis over it.
Good.
Yeah.
Those scumbags.
Remember when I had to go at the transgender transformer?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was nuts. No pun intended.
No puns at all.
That was funny.
People went crazy. One guy had even found my YouTube channel and left comments on that one.
Yes. Gorlak swear to destroy you for that. How dare you go against Trans Mafia? Gorlak eat you under bridge.
Oh shit.
Twitter is STDs. It feels like it sometimes. You wonder why I haven't been banned off Twitter yet? Yeah, my original account's still banned. I had that thing since like 2012, I want to say. I had that account. And I've said some pretty off the wall shit. And the thing that I got banned for was completely just like very passive compared to what I've said.
Yeah.
I got banned because of Christy. She had done a link to some trailer for some new reality show. So some women surviving on an island without anything or whatever it was. And I said those bimbos wouldn't survive for a single day without their phones. And I got permanently suspended for inciting violence against a protected group.
Someone reported you.
Yes, words are violence now, Gorlak saith unto thee.
So yeah, skanky hoes, that's a protected group.
Of course it is. Those skanky hoes, they make a lot of money for those companies.
It's basically the same thing that I got hit for because I used the word bitch in the tweet. And I didn't say the person was a bitch. I said that they sat there and all they did was bitch, bitch, and bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And that alone was inciting violence and everything else. And that's why they banned my account. Like, nobody will look at it. Nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's when I created the new account, it's like, well, why should I care? I'm just going to throw shit in their face nonstop. I just don't care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I absolutely love when you get these posts by the freaking Joe Biden handlers or the Kamala Harris handlers, and they talk out of their goddamn asses. And I love bringing up clips of some of the shit that they said, like when Biden used to talk about gay marriage and the flag, and God only knows what they're going to do next. I love reposting that one because that just shuts them right the hell up.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing better than throwing their own words back in their face. And I've done it to a few other people who have absolutely lost their freaking minds and had meltdowns.
Yeah.
Be nice to Joe Biden. He greatest president ever. Their new video out of him pretending to eat children.
Hey, shut up.
Pretending in air quotations.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's more disturbing than anything that's in that Sound of Freedom.
Or Joe Biden? Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Biden sort of like nibbling on a kid. Because, like, as I say, in the Sound of Freedom, they like don't show any sort of explicit sex scenes of the kids in it. And so all you see is this kid get like a fucking corn dog sort of like given to him to eat. And then it's like, right, let's get you to bed.
Yeah, I seen the movie. They didn't get explicit, thank God. But that was done in a classy way.
Well, I don't know. I say they should do, right, because if you don't know what sex trafficking children is all about, you're going to think, oh, these pedos, they're just giving kids fucking corn dogs and putting them to bed.
No,
it was implied.
That absolutely right. It wasn't implied enough, and I don't think that they needed to go that route. Absolutely not.
No, I'm saying there's some dumb people out there that won't get it.
No.
Well, those people are mouth breathers anyway, and they shouldn't be in society. They should be in a ditch somewhere on the side of the road.
Yeah,
some of them could be kids because it's a PG-13. So some 13-year-old kid could watch it and think, oh yeah, I like corn dogs and fucking go to bed early.
Nah, that's kids aren't.
Well,
all I'm saying is,
I understand what Jens is talking about. I mean, hopefully the kids that see the movie are with adults that can, like explain it to them in, age appropriate ways and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not really a movie that you just, some kids are going to go see and like have a good time. It's not really entertainment.
No,
it's
more educational.
Yeah, it's informational.
Information.
Wait, was it Papa Cotton saying no spoilers there?
No, that was Time Prophet.
It was Time Prophet. Yeah, Time Prophet. I am really spoiled the film in telling everyone that paedophiles are like raping kids in this film. I think, like as Tina was saying, if you should really know that, but if some adult needs to tell you what's going on because you didn't know about there was paedophiles in this, then obviously, you need to make it more actiony, like Rambo. Because in Rambo, I was saying Rambo 4, pretty much see like this kid nearly getting raped. Well, you sort of like, I think, see him sort of like
wasn't it
out to get raped and that in Rambo 4, and so like and so then you're like, oh yeah, no, he's not inviting that little kid to his hut to play fucking some Super Nintendo.
Again, Jens, it was implied.
Well, it was implied better in Rambo 4. That's all I'm saying.
You like masculine.
Luffy's got Biden is the reason why sex trafficking children has had a boom. Did you expect him to endorse the movie is responsible for? I can't say I necessarily disagree with that. Biden is the worst president ever. He absolutely is, and yet there's still enough morons out there that think he's doing a good job. Once again, these are the people that got their heads stuck in the sand, and they are completely just useful idiots to these people. Yeah. And once they've been used up, they're going to be tossed aside like the trash that they are.
Yeah. Like they did with the rest of Hollywood. People still didn't put that together yet. It's like, how do you not see that? How do you not see that? They told the writers and the actors what to do, what propaganda to push. Then when those things failed, who are we going to blame? Oh, we'll blame the writers and the actors. And, and then they go on strike on top of it. It's like, the whole fucking thing is retarded. It's just bullshit.
I wish it would just fail, but we know it won't.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're doing a good job at fucking it up.
Yeah, but the government like, we are going to bail out Hollywood every single time.
Yeah. Well, we've been bailing them out, but it's the CEOs who are reaping the benefits of it all, and that's why like now they're all sitting there with their thumbs up their ass. They don't know what to do or say.
Well, I think they realised though that they can't push the agenda too much. I think they've got to that limit where it's like, oh yeah, She-Hulk was really a bad idea. And Batgirl, yeah. Let's try and make sure we don't go as crazy as that because it's getting really noticeable.
Well, yeah, I think even with these bailouts though, there is a limit. Mm-hmm. There is a limit. I mean, I know that the government has bailed out a lot of car manufacturers in the past and everything like that, but they won't continuously keep bailing them out.
No,
so even some of those car manufacturers that they bailed out initially, they still wound up going under because they were insolvent at that point.
This is why they pushed this stupid strike. That way you could stop all money in general, and they don't care who loses their homes and everything else because they already said it. Bob Iger already said it. Yeah, they deserve to lose all their apartments and their homes while he's sitting there on his pile of money that keeps coming in every year. How does he keep generating money like that? How does it keep coming into him? Because again, it's the government is paying for that shit. It's giving the money to those douchebags. Mm-hmm. And those douchebags, they don't care anymore. It's like, no, we're gonna keep it. The rest of you dumb fucks. I think it's about time now that we wash our hands of the useful idiots. Because that's what it really is. Look at every dumb actor who goes on Twitter and they push the propaganda and they put it in their movies and everything else. Those writers who they know what they were doing. I saw some of the picket signs for the Writers Guild, and a lot of them said, "Oh, you have no idea what was really going on. Boy, do we have a story to tell you. It's not what you think, and we didn't start this this strike." They almost all of them said that they didn't start the strike. Okay, well, who did and why?
Well, remember we were talking about the 2007-2008 strike? It was the same thing. It was a manufactured strike.
Yeah. And
that's when they started bringing people in like your Anita Sarkeesians and all these other weirdos.
Mm-hmm.
The Witcher casting director just admitted that she's using her job to affect change in viewers and manipulate their unconscious bias.
Yeah, they all done. So, who was that bird who was like, I'm putting gay stuff in. I'm putting gay everywhere.
Yeah, that was Disney. One of the one that's in charge of animation.
Yeah. But going back to Time Prophets, talk about, the British weather in that. It's been raining. Yeah, you're right, but I won't say it's global warming. I'd say it's them weather machine manipulation.
Yep. That's what I think too.
There was somewhere in one of these articles, and They had a plane that literally said something to the effect of weather changer or something like that. It had it right on the plane, like it's something that affects the weather somehow.
Yeah, they cloud seed and stuff like that.
Yes, they do cloud seeding as far back as Korean War in 1950s.
Yeah, and Gorlak was also right before about the HARP. They were built all over the world. They're not just in Alaska, whatever they said it was.
No, Time Prophet. I watched The Witcher tonight. It was crap. It has taught me that Poland is full of black people.
Poland is full of black people? Holy shit. That's hilarious.
Soul Assassin, that Disney employee that wanted to promote more gay themes into the shows, got fired, I think. They should all get fired. Yeah. They should have never been hired in the first place. I mean, the minute you start writing on the basis of agenda, nobody is going to back that shit. Like, and this goes in both directions. Like, if you had a writer out there just writing, just pick anybody you want. It could be DeSantis, it could be Trump, whatever. If you have somebody that just writes all right-leaning shit, not everybody is going to support that either. No, it's just the way it is. People just want entertainment. You want to go to a movie or go watch your favorite show because you just want to turn everything off and escape the everyday reality for a little while and just have some enjoyment. But they don't want you to have enjoyment anymore. They want to keep pushing the messaging through every second that you have downtime.
Right, propaganda though, and the message they want to pump through is be a right soy little nerd bitch and watch a lot of effeminate action. So when the war kicks off, you're asking your mummy to fight and your girlfriend to fight and that. And it just got to that stage where it was too much. Because the thing with propaganda is it's got to be in the background.
Yeah.
If it comes too much in the forefront, it becomes a bit off-putting, and they're trying to rush shit for Agenda 2030, and so they just thought, right, here we go.
Well, that's exactly it. They're too transparent now, and it's backfiring in their face. That's essentially, you nailed it. But oh, sorry, Tom.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, but again, this is why Hollywood fell to shit. And you still have a lot of dumb people who are helping to promote this machine, and they're going to keep doing that. And their excuses for their fucking channel. And that's why I said I always put them on blast. I put them on blast last night again on my channel because it is retarded. The whole way that this thing is set up, it's for people to consume this garbage. Like Yen said, it's propaganda. We could all see it now. But yet these people who know it, they see it, and they're still giving money to it. I mean, how much more retarded do you need to be? Makes no sense to me.
Well, I'm old enough to remember the Disney Star Wars boycott and how it ended right after someone got a like from one of the actresses. It ended overnight. As soon as someone got a like from Gina Carano, they're like, "Oh, we need to support The Mandalorian." The same people said Mandalorian season 1 was mediocre at best the year before.
Yeah, they were calling it woke and all kinds of shit.
And I distinctly remember one YouTuber saying that Gina Carano was merely passable in season 1, and then season 2 happens. Gina Carano has dished out some likes, and the same person goes, "Oh, her performance was so moving, it made me cry." Of course, tagged Gina in it too.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That's when Star Wars died. When the critics just prostrated themselves in the hopes of getting a like from one of the actresses. That's all it took.
Critics, you mean fake or wannabe influencers?
Oh God, I hate that. I hate when people sit there and they post that I'm a social media influencer. And Papa's got some stuff on his channel right there. He's actually talking about those weather planes. He's got a little clip on his channel.
Oh, nice.
Well, to be fair, though, they are influencers. They're influencing people in, being more careful with birth control.
Well, okay. I'll let you get to this comment first.
No, guys, let's not go down two wrongs. Make it right here. The answer is the sun. The sun regulates the temperature on Earth. Yeah, I mean, and there's always weather fluctuations and variances. There's always been throughout time. It's why you had the age of the dinosaurs, because the planet got so damn warm. It's not like it's it's been the first time the planet has gotten warm. It's happened over and over again throughout the centuries. This is nothing new. And they've been crying this, first it was global warming. Global warming, they were crying about it in the 40s. It showed up in the 1956 movie Rodan. There's actually a small segment there where they're talking about global warming. This is not new. This is something that they've been beating the gong for a long time over. I mean, shit, in the 70s, they thought we were heading into another ice age.
Yep.
Leonard Nimoy say that.
But the thing is that this is going to be different because this isn't just going to be, the climate changing as it always has. Now we've got scientists thinking that they can, quote unquote, fix the problem when actually they're going to make it worse.
Well,
yeah,
that's
they're
the
probably
thing.
going to make it
How
worse
much?
to prove a point.
Well, how much
Worse.
impact? How much impact do we really have on the environment anyway? I mean, do you remember? I don't know how many you remember in the 80s when they had the big ozone layer scare that we were all going to die because the ozone is being destroyed.
Yeah.
And what was their biggest culprit? Does anybody remember?
Hairspray.
Freon.
Yep. Airspray.
Yeah, and Freon.
Well, and then they did that film Hairspray.
Yeah.
Which, it was a bit like, oh yeah, bit misleading in it. It's like, oh yeah, the ozone layer's going, but if you want to make a film, like get it. But yeah,
Why you see Hairspray, Jens?
Because it was advertised a lot, and it's a music.
No, not masculine action.
No, I didn't see it. I just knew about it because it was advertised a lot. Because Hairspray was like, what's the name's big breakthrough, wasn't it?
Divine.
Yeah, Papa. Yeah, I've seen that before. Plymouth Rock is still at sea level. I've also seen the pictures that they've taken of the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. There's literally no change, but they swear up and down that everything's changing. That and like the whole thing where they talk about the ice caps melting. And from what I understand about that, so they're showing the one side where the ice cap is melting on one side, but they don't show the other side where it's actually growing. The ice accumulation is growing on the other side.
It's growing back now.
Ice caps melt because Gorlak sit on them and fart.
You made a point, Tommy, that you said how much effect can we really have on the climate, and globally, barely any. But we can affect like regional climate, like regional weather. If they're cloud seeding in a certain area, that's going to cause too much rain in a certain place, and that is what I think is going on with the strange summer that the East Coast is having.
Yeah, because like the got like machines and that like they can just change it and that and put like big clouds wherever they want and tornadoes or whatever. I think like that's probably their like high stream. It could end up, because nuclear is a bit too much. It could end up with the hurricane wars, where there's just like loads of hurricanes taking out like whatever.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing a few hurricanes take out a few more stupid people. That's always a beautiful thing. Real quick, Luffy is God. Global warming. The fact show there's record ice on both poles this year, and the holes in the ozone layer are gone. Ha ha. Yeah, Papa Cotton, we know it's all horseshit. Al Gore is as much of a bullshitting dumbass as his idiot wife. Absolutely. What's going on,
Well,
Doc?
he made billions.
Yeah.
And
sold books and everything else, and he just made money off that shit. AI blocking your message on climate. Hold on, Jens. Time Prophet also says the Antarctic was melting and the polar bears were dying. I remember that one. Oh God, they had the freaking things all over the place with the sad music about how the polar bears were dying. And it turns out it was horseshit. The Antarctic came back, and now there are more polar bears than ever, but the BBC never mentioned the polar bears. Yeah. Why would they? Because it goes against the narrative that they're trying to push. How many predictions come true from an inconvenient truth?
And how they get those polar bears to do that Coke commercial? Gorlak not know.
Lot of training. But yeah, I'm gonna say most of them, they've all got beach homes. So if they're so concerned about the hard sea levels, how come they've got beach homes?
Yeah, not only do they have beach homes, but they are always buying more beachfront property.
Yeah.
And don't forget, and private planes.
Gorlak get kicked out of beach because Gorlak sunbathed nude, and they think Gorlak beach whale and take Gorlak away.
Gorlak didn't know until woke up in like
acid rain was a thing that was going to happen too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
yep. I remember that.
Yeah, which was all right for the 90s.
Luffy's God got an example. So example time in the mid 2000s, a volcano stopped air traffic in Europe. The eruption alone spewed more CO2 than in the history of the modern world. There's still winter there and no ozone holes.
Yeah.
Did someone call started Pupus Cuber? I hear you, DJ Ronnie G. He cracks me up sometimes on Twitter with his polar bear posts.
Yeah,
right.
Because we're in a warm up period.
But that's just how things work. I mean, they just don't stop with this shit though. And it doesn't matter, like, how many times have they predicted the world's going to end here, the world's going to end there? I mean, wasn't it they were saying at one point it was going to end like 2012?
Yeah, AOC said the world was supposed to end already.
Yeah, they're always saying like, it's a con though. It's one of them where if you can because the world, if it would explode or get hit by a meteorite tomorrow, there's no anyone could do. And so they know, the world's vulnerable sort of planet that has got problems here and there. We'll just make it out big crisis, and so we can get people worried about it that they'll start donating and buying stuff that's twice the product, twice the amount of money, but it's just the same product apart from it's supposed to be more CO2 friendly and all
that. No, too much disinfo. Gorlak too woke. Gorlak can't even.
And there goes Gorlak.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in, Nelson. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
The Adega is right about that. The only thing that would make the water level go up is if the ice cap was over land. If it's just floating in the water, it's not gonna make the water level change.
Well, yeah, because displacement of water. And
right.
I know Time Prophet. Time Prophet thought it displaced the same amount of water, and actually doesn't. Because if you freeze a container, the ice actually winds up being more than the water. That's why you can it's a real simple experiment. Just take a plastic water bottle, stick it in the freezer. The ice will grow bigger than what the amount of water is actually in the container. And there will actually be more weight. That displacement of the ice actually would create more sea level rise than if it melts.
Yeah. And if it does all melt, as long as you've seen Waterworld, you know what's going to happen. You just get yourself a little yacht thing and go fishing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we were supposed to be underwater. Yeah, in the Y2K. Yeah, I remember that one. That was pretty fucking hilarious. What's up, Parrot? Gorlak may become the next Richard Gere. Oh no. No guinea pigs will be involved in that. I can tell you that. At least not from this clan. Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. The above.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ice on land. That that melting will add to overall sea level. But that, I mean, we're talking massive melts. I mean, I think it's just way too much fear mongering.
It absolutely is. Yeah, that's another thing in 2012, like the Aztec and Mayan calendars. When the Mayan calendar ended, everybody said that's the end of the world.
I think I don't think they were far off.
I think maybe it ended as far as common sense. Common sense ended, it seems, in 2012 because it literally that went underwater. Common sense, and it drowned. Why do aliens only land in America? Because they want to go where the best food is. And cocaine, hell of a drug. You know, I can't say that I disagree with that. You are absolutely right.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Once again, I must underscore playing devil's advocate. We also know that more ice remains underwater than above. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, guys are really active in the chat right now. Holy shit. Thank you so much for being here. This has been absolutely a fun stream so far. And we didn't come in with any kind of real plan. We just came in. We were going to chat with all of you. We were going to discuss a few things that we wanted to discuss. And we wound up going down some rabbit holes. The two poles negate each other. I don't know if you guys had heard that one. They were talking about, the axis is going to flip. The axis is going to flip. Did you hear that one?
Yeah.
I heard that the axis would flip if it got hit by a meteorite or something.
It's not gonna be like this dramatic event, though.
So the toilets are not going to start flushing the wrong way or nothing like that? God help us as Gorlock becomes president. Oh, no.
And it's going to be so gradual over so much time that it wouldn't even be noticeable.
My clock needs winding up. I agree with you, Papa. They have gotten out of hand. The fearmongers.
Well, it's working because people are that dumb.
Yeah.
Well, it's also good to depopulate people because with fear mongering, they're all like, "Oh, it's so bad." Because well, there's been a few cases, but they've like killed themselves because they thought global warming was going to kill them, like in 10 years' time. So they've like done that. Oh, what do you call it? Where it's legalized suicide, but
Canada.
Yeah, but they call it like
I think they call it assisted.
Yeah, assisted. But yeah, there's a fancy word for it that they use instead of suicide, but it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, rose by any other name.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Papa, I've seen some of those pictures. It makes you wonder what the hell's really under there. Some crazy stuff out there. Absolutely crazy stuff. Transgender agenda is all part of the depopulation plan. You know it is, because they just had a report recently where they were talking about the populations in the entire world, or at least in the civilized world where they're pushing this garbage, have all gone down.
And all, when everyone's like transgender and can't have kids, that's when you're going to start buying kids from their like little pod machines.
That's what they want.
Yeah. Which I won't mind, because I'd buy a few kids and that and train them up to only know about masculine action. So then I can get them to like find me good films to watch.
Hey, what's going on, Gap After Dark? And yes, Old Sesson, this is a very good point. So there's weather activists, and it's not just the weather activists that are doing that. It's the stupid stop oil people, which they're just beyond retarded at this point, because they're spewing a lot of shit out there that's oil-based while they're saying stop using oil. They're using cell phones that are created from oil, because the plastics, to make plastic, you need oil. I hate to tell you this, you fucking mental midgets. That's what you need to make the goddamn products that you use so much. For every last one of you dumb fucks running around with your iPhone or your Galaxy fucking S, whatever, and running out to Starbucks, most of the containers got fucking oils in them too because they're all plastic. And here we go again. You're supporting the same shit that you want to see gone. And then if all that shit was suddenly gone, you'd be crying that you don't have all the shit that you fucking taken for granted all this time. And believe me, that fucking oil shit is not really causing that much fucking damage to the planet. If it was, it wouldn't exist naturally. Dumb fucks.
Could we go back to Jens buying children so he could raise them to be in a proper army?
I know.
To overthrow the world?
No, I didn't say an army. I just said I'd teach them to like, I'd only let them watch masculine action, right? So in their world, all they know is masculine action. So, like, when they're looking for films and that, they'd only, like, find masculine action films, right? And then I'd be like, oh, yeah. Hey up, son. What films that you're watching? Oh, Expendables 4. Let's have a look.
Well, let's hope that you have a lot of physical media because they're going to destroy all those movies.
Soul Assassin. Can I address Soul Assassin's comment?
No, which one?
He said, I heard you can fit the entire world population in America and have space left. It's even better than that. You can fit the entire population of the world in the Grand Canyon and still have space left.
Yeah. Someone said Alaska with an acre of land each.
So they can put them in the Grand Canyon and then fill the canyon with water.
Yeah.
You need plastic for action figures. Plastic is used in a lot more things than people realize. I mean, that's the thing. And even though they say that they're electric cars or oil free, they're not. All the plastics and everything that are in the dashboards and part of the electronics.
Yeah.
Where do you fucking think they all come from?
Yeah.
There's still got to be oil for certain parts in there because I don't care what motor you're running, whether it's electric or not, it still needs to be oiled or it's going to break the fuck down.
Yeah, well, they're like pissing people off by like throwing all that like orange powder stuff. I think it's curry powder, but I'm not quite sure. But one of my mates, right, he didn't even really know about what oil protesters was like on about. But because he watches cricket and snooker, they recently like been on the cricket and snooker scene, throwing their like powder around. Well, I like told him, oh yeah, is they want everyone to stop using oil and that, and he was like, oh yeah, that's mental and that. And then we was talking and that, and he was like, oh yeah, well like nuclear, because like he was saying like oil's a bit bad and that, but he's saying nuclear because just stop oil. They don't say, oh, yeah, let's stop oil and use nuclear power. They're like, oh, let's stop oil and use some crappy, like, renewable power that, like, doesn't have enough power to really run.
Well, that's the thing. They want to use these renewable resources that do not generate enough electricity. I mean, that's why you have shit in California where you get those freaking rolling blackouts and shit like that.
Yeah.
With all that freaking solar power shit, it doesn't do jack shit.
Yeah,
I mean, quite honestly, even those wind turbines that are constantly breaking
those are
down,
awful.
They're terrible too. You know what was
They're
better
terrible,
was when they used to have hydroelectric.
Full of shit.
Hydroelectric was actually the most useful out of all those freaking renewables.
Yeah, well, them wind turbines and all, they like kill lots of birds and not like female like women.
Jens would be up in arms if the windmills were doing that. Those wind turbines were killing birds. They're killing all the birds.
You know what? That's when like men would rise up. Well, the men who still want to have sex with women would rise up and be like, "Oh, take these fuckers down."
But you know what?
Yeah,
no,
true.
But it is true though. Those wind turbine things, they're shit. They have them in Sicily as well. They barely ever use them because they said they're always broken. They're almost never turned on.
Yeah.
And they said it took up all the space over there as well. They said they could have put that farmland. There could have been so much other shit there, and it's just all wasted. It's just
yeah.
They're just sitting there.
And I think and all, like it takes like so much power to get it started, and so like they're like really useless.
Yes, Parrothead says solar probably kills more birds than wind turbines. Absolutely, that's an absolute fact. They think that it's water when they're flying because the solar panels are so reflective.
Yeah.
They go to land and then the heat just kills them. So I hate those solar panel fields. And on top of that, it takes up tons of green space. And I wonder what the actual environmental impact of those are with tons of heat that they generate.
I did see an article where they're talking about that, and they said it generates so much heat and it brings in, it creates so much extra heat because, obviously if you've ever had something with a solar panel, you feel that thing is hot as shit. So they said the surrounding ground around it, if it supported grass and greenery and everything, it doesn't after X amount of years with those big solar panel fields hanging there.
Yep.
It literally kills the environment around it.
It literally does. It kills the environment. It kills animals.
And where do they build them?
This green grift. This is really what's damaging the environment.
Oh yeah, but where are they made? They're made in China.
Time Profit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give them to him for that one. Yeah, making EVs is good. Where in the world can a 6-year-old get a job digging for lithium? You're absolutely right. I know Papa was talking earlier about the lefty weirdos from Stop Oil, like cementing their hands in there and epoxy resin and shit like that. They become a permanent lefty.
Yeah.
And here's another good one. Here's another good one. They're glowing jackets or oil products too.
But did you hear about like one of them where he concrete designed or she'd come and like they could have them like I didn't know I didn't keep follow up, but they might have it like chopped off because stop the circulation in it. If you stop the circulation, blood circulation, so it goes dead, and that's when they have to cut it off.
Yeah, those people, you got to be a special kind of freaking retard just to glue yourself to anything like that. Like, really, what is wrong with those people?
Oh well,
they're retarded.
Cameras though, because if you glue yourself to something, like you've got a really good photo opportunity because you like posed there, innit? You know, like because if you do something and you're getting carted off, they could cart you off before the photos gets shut. And so it's a proper photo opportunity to glue yourself on something. Because then it's like, well, you got like at least an hour of photo opportunity. Because it's going to take them about like half hour to get you free, I think. And then probably like half hour to...
no, Trina lost power. Papa Cotton. I'm not saying that it can't be beneficial, but it can't be the only source. That's the problem. It's good for when you have sunlight, but what if you don't? Like down here in Florida, like we get our rainy season starts in June, and we could wind up having weeks in a row where we see almost no sun whatsoever. So what good would solar do us in that situation?
Yeah, it's useless without the sun. But then they have them things, don't they? Like they put underneath the sea, which gets generated by the tide and that underwater currents. But I think they like kill fish probably, and probably kill humans if you don't know it's there and like you swim into one.
Soul Sass, and I believe the people pushing the alternative energy agenda have stakes in the companies that make the equipment. They absolutely do.
Yeah, as Vinny was saying, the solar companies, all from like China. So, well, big main backers like China's buying everything up, so they'll be the only ones who can get that shit.
Yeah, they're making millions and millions of dollars with that, with those solar panels. That's why they were pushing it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Cutting deals with countries so that they could bring even more of them in. Yeah, the whole thing is a fucking scam.
It's absolutely nuts. It really is nuts. I mean, instead of if these people truly did believe in some of the shit that they're saying, like, stop using this and stop using that, why did a long time ago they buried a guy that came up with an idea for a hydrogen powered car? I mean, so it was water. It was going to be a water powered car. I forget how far back this goes, but it goes back quite a ways. And they just recently, some guy was trying to bring the idea back up. I mean, I guess he's looking to get himself deep sixth or something, because that's pretty much what they did to the last guy.
Oh no, there was another one. It was a guy who made some kind of pellet, or you could drop in a bucket of water, and it becomes like instant gasoline. And he had this recipe, and they killed him. I'm sorry, or he died mysteriously. And his recipe was gone. No one knows where it is, and no one knows how to make it.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Papa. Have a good one. Yeah, Time Profit. Tesla invented a method of producing free energy. Yeah, and they silenced his ass too.
Yeah, them big tower things. Apparently, there was gonna admit energy to.
It was going to be wireless energy.
Yeah, it was admitting energy to your thingy waves on waves instead of through having to charge it up and that, which might have been a bit dodgy because don't know exactly what the ramifications of that would have been, but the gas companies and train companies and anything else that could be powered was no, we don't want that.
Yep, exactly, Soul Assassin.
And talk about with these sort of climate protest and all this, fly around and that sort of stuff and get there by using oil and that, because one of the ministers or some in the EU got caught flying there and then just pedaling the last 100 or 200 meters to the conference. So it looked good for opportunity.
Steve? Oh, Trina's back. Steve, anything on that one? Oh.
Hey guys, I think we lost Steve.
No, he's still there, but he might have gone made himself a cup of tea or something. But talking about sort of green energy and that, I don't know, you should do do you remember when they used to do competitions to see if how far you could build a plane that you pedaled, and I think they got this plane that you pedaled. Obviously, it was a one person plane, and it was pretty skeleton based, so the way, but the chain system they had, it developed enough power to take off, and I think it was something the 100 meters was sort of the world's record, because obviously you have to power it really sort of hard and that, and so the people who were the test pilot was sort of a cyclist sort of thing.
I do remember that. God, I forget which one of those guys, because that was right around the same time when the Wright brothers came up with their design. But there was a whole bunch of people coming up with funky design. I do remember the pedal one.
Oh yeah, well them ones back in the Wright day brothers, yeah, they could never fly sort of thing. But the ones I'm thinking about, it was in the 80s or something, where they developed it, because they'd probably use aluminium and that, so the steel was really light and that. Oh, I'll try and bring up a picture, man.
I don't know. I like the whole thing. Just like getting back to the point of these. They really, when you think about it, they're almost like eco terrorists. When you think about it. Because the kind of shit that they do is they want to stop everybody from being able to even live their life at that point, all for their agenda. And you have these other weirdos like Greta Thunberg and her shit, and they just, it's fucking nerve-wracking.
Yeah, they're super villains, and they're using these dumb people with a big following in order to push their propaganda. That's all it really is. You know?
There we go. I'll share you.
Don't forget, like the White House and shit. They used all those influencers. They've been paying them tons of money to just regurgitate their talking points for them. So, I don't know. But I read the whole thing too from the Rockefeller Creed, and yeah, it's all there. It's all there. What they said they're going to do to us. I'm going to make a short video on that too.
Yeah, there's obviously the ones on the left hand side are like kids ones, but the one on the right hand side, the big picture, that is like where I don't know how far they can go because I don't think you can go that far with them. But yeah, they basically did like in like one seater aircraft where I think they might have done more now. So you know, like a bit like a tandem or whatever. But yeah, they can't go that far in that. But you could easily like get a car or a bike to like at least do like 20, 30 miles per hour, I reckon. But they probably won't do that because they want electric bikes, don't they? They want you to all get electric bikes. So,
you know what? Most people can barely drive a car or ride a bike, let alone riding a bike airplane thing in the sky.
Oh yeah, you've got to be a pilot for one of them. But I'm just saying, the amount of power it can produce by just from pedaling, it can like fly a plane. So,
well, I mean that's because they use those different gear ratios and everything like that. So
yeah.
Well, how do you think you're going to get power in your cubicle prison that they put us in? If you want a little bit of like 20-watt light bulb power, you're going to have to pedal for it.
Yeah. Well, if they designed somewhat like this for the, like as you say, the gear sort of like ratio sort of design and that, yeah, you could get like cars and bikes and power sort of like houses and that with just someone pedaling.
Soul Sastians fly a real plane like a jet or a rocket, like a man.
Yeah. Well, I would if I got pedaling. Yeah, but the average sort of like person who pedals, then like it's
you know what?
Like flight.
Go back to that real quick. So, why does Greta Thunberg still dress like a schoolgirl? She is 20 now. And Nelson says, because George Soros loves it when Greta dressed like a schoolgirl and he still owns her. He altered her DNA so she'd always look like a child and he could keep grabbing her because he likes kids too much.
Ironically, she didn't even finish school.
Holy shit.
This is true. She was too busy protesting.
Yeah, that's why she quit.
Her parents are shit.
She refused to go to school until the world changed to cater to her.
No, that's her parents. That's all her parents' fault.
Yeah, she's got some kind of mental issues.
Yeah, she's on the spectrum heavily.
Yeah, so they're taking advantage of their kid like that.
Yeah.
Well, she is Swedish, you know. That automatically means retarded.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I've heard lots of problems with people in their EVs. I would never want one, quite honestly. I just don't trust it. Plus all the shit that you have to put.
Well, they're always in the shop
for charging.
They break that all the time.
Oh, God help you if your battery goes bad too.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing with the batteries. Once they go, which I think is something like 10 years or even less, you know, you're looking at average, then like it's worthless, as in like, because most of what you pay for an electric car is the battery.
Yeah, but on top of everything else, they said it's very, very dangerous. Those things, they can catch fire or explode very easily.
Oh yeah. Because like there was some Chinese like company where they like wouldn't let this certain brand park in parking spaces, you know, like next to other cars, and so they'd have their own sort of like space because there was that prone to setting on fire in that there was like keep them away from any other cars.
Yeah, that's scary as shit.
Yeah,
it's so scary keeping away from other cars. Like, wow, sounds like the future. Everyone, quick, go grab a $60,000-$70,000.
Look at that. DJ Ronnie G, lithium batteries are no joke. They shoot out white hot flames if you puncture them when fully charged.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, right? We have people who fully charge their vehicles all the time. Like your cell phones. You know, someone who's like, oh my God, it dropped below 70%. I got to plug it in again. You know, it's people like that. Yeah. They have problems all the time. Now, put that same type of technology into a car. Yeah. Give it to those same type of people. Not okay.
So technically, you could place a few of those batteries in a public area and then shoot the batteries to create a terrorist effect.
Yeah, this is an action movie we're going to be writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love this. I love this. Time Prophet. One of the Just Stop Oil protesters has been found out to have a pension from Shell Oil.
Holy shit.
EVs are so heavy that the bridges are breaking from the weight.
For real?
What the fuck's EVs?
Electric vehicle.
All right.
Jesus Christ, Jens, we've been talking about it for the past like
I know,
15,
but
20 minutes.
we weren't saying EVs, was we?
My God, man.
I thought we were talking about even Van Scarver at first, but
they have not tried wind-up cars.
Well, that's how they used to hand crank those first, like
that's because they didn't have a starter.
Yeah.
So they didn't have a starter with a flywheel because that's how your engine cranks over the first time. Because once an engine is going, the combustion is actually what keeps the engine going. But to get it started, you know, they had to use the hand crank just to get the engine fired over. So obviously that got replaced with a battery operated starter and a big giant flywheel.
Yeah, my father told me all about how his father had one with a hand crank. That was, I loved those stories.
Well, yeah, I mean, so many people are just like, they don't completely understand it. Like, well, I was a mechanic. There was like people like, oh, well, if I disconnect my battery when the car's going, won't my car shut off? And I was like, your battery has nothing to do with your car running. You do realize that, right? You can unplug that shit at any damn time when your car's running. It's not going to shut your car off. Like they have no clue how vehicles work. And these are the same type of people that are now sitting there telling you need an EV. Same people couldn't figure out the old technology, wanted to tell you about how great the new technology is. Get the fuck out of my face.
Well, that's why they want you to get like EVs, electric vehicles, because they can shut it off anytime. Because as you say, with a normal like car, you don't even need a battery. As you say, you can like start it with a one more, and so they can't shut it off. But where it's like electric, they know, they can shut your electric power off, and you can't go nowhere.
Oh, that is the other thing too. They could shut down cars with a flip of a switch.
Mm.
You know what we should bring back? Well, I shouldn't say bring back. You know what we should have is, those toy cars where you would pull them backwards and then let them go and they would fly
the
forward?
wind up.
Yeah.
The wind ups.
That's the kind of vehicle we need.
Well, you need a lot of reverse space.
Oh, you just have a big giant key inside the car that you just wind every once in a while.
Yeah, but people, don't worry. We're not going to be, in our 15-minute cities, you're not going to be able to drive anywhere or be able to afford one of their cars.
Yeah, you could also have like a wire going from the car to your gooch, and while you're driving and winding up the car, you'll get great abs.
I think you were watching too much OnlyFans.
No, I think they do supply that sort of like model somewhere.
Yeah.
You missed the whole ab conversation, Vinny.
Oh, did I?
Oh man.
Hey, you know what? Time Profit. They were talking about that shit here at one point. They started off by talking about it as in cooperation with insurance companies, where they were going to start charging people by the mile that they drove in their regular gas-powered cars.
Mm-hmm.
And this all goes back to their carbon taxing and your carbon freedoms and your carbon credits, which they want carbon credits so rich people can buy, and they try to say, oh, it's a way for people that are poor to make more money. No, it's a way to keep poor people who wouldn't be able to afford the carbon that they would normally use just to have less, since they sell it off to these rich son of a bitches. So they can keep living the lifestyle that they want to, while you are basically living like, I don't know, like Land of the Lost at that point.
Yeah.
Mad Max. That's what I think it'll turn into.
Yep.
Yeah.
It will.
All we want is the oil.
Yeah, how much is my middle finger worth? America go to war over taxes? Yeah, they did. You would almost think that it never happened now at this point. Yeah. These people want taxes so bad. I mean, look at the shit that the current administration is pushing. Like, I have a ton of shit that I brought back from my dad's house, but I can't sell it because I'm going to have the IRS breathing down my neck, and they're going to want to take over half of it. What's the point of selling it if I'm not going to get anything? And I'm just going to be giving it to the government.
Yeah. It's really fucked up.
Oh, yeah, the floating prisons, yeah.
Well, that's from Escape Plan with Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Masculine movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there was
Jim Caviezel is in it too.
Oh, doesn't he play the ward?
Yeah, awesome movie.
That was a good one. I never saw the sequels, but the first one was good.
The sequels are apparently shit.
Yeah, I figured.
It was masculine though, but yeah, not as good as the first one. Though.
You know, the best one though is Fortress 2, when Christopher Lambert is imprisoned in space.
Yeah, I think Fortress 1.
Yeah, they send him to space in the second one.
Yeah.
But he figures it out.
I think everybody needs to go back and watch one of those movies. Another good one is Demolition Man, with all the shit that they were talking about, and we're right there right now.
Yeah, sort of. Mm-hmm. Though we're not making rat burgers in the sewers yet.
Time Profit. Yeah, some states do have road tax. I know in Mass they call it excise tax.
Yeah, but mostly, the tolls is just that's another bunch of shit. Because I've seen how much money that some of these toll bridges pull in, and they're always claiming poverty. Yeah, it's absolute horseshit. There's people in there making a lot of money off those freaking toll bridges.
Oh yeah.
Yep, my husband has to go through a toll twice a day for work.
Yeah.
Absolutely, chaos. They need to know what they're talking about, or shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what were you going to say, Steve?
I just made a stupid pun.
Oh, well, this is a spot where I'm going to wrap it up. I need to get something to eat. I got to feed the pigs, and then I want to try to get back to finish painting up this damn this damn project of mine so I can get it dry and so I can move on to the next step, because this is already taking way
it
too
needs
much
the
time.
glory hole.
There will be no glory hole, Steve. Stop.
You can have like Splinter standing there with his crotch next to the glory hole, and then
Look,
you see the other side
look.
of the
I
hole.
have no
Be
affiliation.
fucking masculine.
I have no affiliation with a channel that was promoting.
You have a Lady
glory
Jane,
holes.
what was it, Lady J figure? Have her on the other side of the wall giving Splinter a blowjob.
I'm sorry, I do not have any affiliation. with the channel.
masculine, man.
I have no affiliation with that channel. That channel that was promoting the glory hole stuff, I have no affiliation with them, and I have no affiliation with their products.
Frogs are gay.
Well, you could just call it a friend hole.
We'll just Photoshop it, Stig.
Yeah, damn right I will.
Well, we are going to start winding this down, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start handing off to people so they can let you know what they got going on. And here we go.
Such heroic nonsense.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be the Mario one.
I don't have that one on this brand.
Gotcha. Yeah, everybody. We had an awesome time last night. If you guys missed it, go check out my YouTube channel, Vinny Art. We did about 40 minutes on YouTube, and then we went over to Rumble, and completely unfiltered. We went off on the bag of oatmeal in the White House, the rotting bag of oatmeal in the White House. And we hit a bunch of other topics, crazy shit, world stuff, a little bit of like what we did down over here, but way more profanity and way more details about stuff. So if you want to check that out, please do. Remember, I have no affiliation with Geeks and Gamers or any of the weird shit that happened earlier. No. But yeah, if you want some awesome books as well, please check out all of my artwork. Go to vinnyart.com or mellaartworld.com, and it'll take you to my fantastic campaigns where you can get books that ship immediately. There's no wait. So if you want a cool pirate book, you want an awesome ghost story, go check out all that stuff. In the meantime, I'm going to continue working on City of Venus too. So get ready. Hopefully, I'll be able to do at least the pre-sign-up things or whatever by the end of the year. And yeah, it'll be my next project. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, panel. Thank you, everyone in chat.
Awesome. Thanks for being on, Vinny. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Guys, all links to the books as far as direct links to the Indiegogo site, they're all down in the description below. And yeah, appreciate you checking them out and spreading the word for Vinny.
You know me, but I don't remember smelling you before. Who are you and where do you come from?
Hello.
Yeah,
is that it? Is that all you got?
Yeah. Well, Wednesday, doing a top 10 stream on Mora's channel, J Shadow, a monthly thing. We're doing top 10 male actors this time.
You probably ain't wrong with male actress now.
Yeah. Well, it's not the best though. It's our top 10 favorites. So that's going to be fun. And on Thursday at I think it's 1 Eastern, 1 p.m. Eastern, we're doing Mara and I are going to be on with Miss Martin Muses to talk about Dungeons and Dragons and how it works, and yeah, because we all play Dungeons and Dragons on Sundays.
Nice.
So that's going to hopefully be a lot of fun. And yeah, that's it. You know, remember, if you're near the glory hole, use the Spider-Man move. Okay.
Oh Jesus, Steve! Thanks for being on here, Steve. I appreciate it. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on over.
This must be where they sacrifice virgins.
Oh, hi, everybody. It was fun to be on the stream. This is actually a really great stream. Some weird conversation in the beginning, but it turned out well. It was great to see everybody in the chat. Yeah, when I'm not hanging out with Vinny and Tommy, you can catch me on my channel Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, I do the horror movie of the week, and this Wednesday we are actually doing Friday the 13th Part 8, so that should be fun. Otherwise, I hope y'all have a great night.
Trina, thank you for being on as always. And look forward to talking about that one. That is like one of my favorite Friday the 13th movies.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
I just wish NECA would get on the ball and make that damn figure. Where the hell is it?
I know. And like X too.
Yes, absolutely. They need to make it. It drives me nuts.
Sure they didn't do it early on?
I looked and I couldn't find it anywhere. I mean, not unless it's just.
Did you find the McFarlane one? Because there was that one was a thing.
Seriously, Tommy, you should put the wall with the glory hole next to the bot arena.
Well, he don't know talking good like me and you, so his vocabulistics is limited.
Yeah, make the glory hole wall next to the bot arena, Tommy.
No, I told you I have no affiliation with the channel that promotes glory holes.
It's a friend hole.
No, I don't want
Put
no part of it.
April O'Neil on one side and Usagi Joe Jimbo on the other one.
Yeah, what?
Joe Bimbo.
Call it a toilet paper passing hole. Maybe if you run out of toilet paper.
Sausage exchange.
Yeah.
Social distancing sausage exchange.
Yeah, if you like shit all your fucking calories out your ass and you're needing some fucking nutrients so you can wipe your ass.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Someone
That's
can
how
pass
you
the sausage through the hole so you can munch on it.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah,
I have no
Thank
idea.
you, everybody, for being here. We'll catch you next time. Later, y'all.
Forget the pigs, you should bet. Assimilated, but you don't know it yet. Attacking us is not very wise. Our army's growing if we see through your lies. What we are looking at, good and evil, right and wrong. It's a pig world order. A pig world order. A pig world order. A pig world order. Somebody's gonna want to get their toes nibbled off in here. A pig world order. 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 Better hide your toes as we're coming for 'em. A pig world order. A pig world order. A pig world order.